My channel, videos. Here we go. Um,
Did you ever advance the weekend Madden?
no, I can do that right now though. Um, okay. Alright, I just posted on my Facebook. Okay, so since it's the start of the video, to recap really quick. So the question is, what do you think it takes for an artist to fall off?
Well, yeah. What do you kind of like? What? Yeah. What does what? What do you think it takes for artists to be considered? Well,
Yeah, and so and like I had said first, I said change the
Chief Keef,
concept.
don't disrespecting Chief Keef.
Yeah, but it's so then I went to like change the style and citing J. Cole as my reason because like I said, his last album was not received as well by mainstream, even though I like the album as far as his other stuff. And in the last beginning of the year slash Cole dropped in December, between him, Drake, Kendrick, and the other guys that dropped, his was the least. They're not in that category. Um, if and you defended it, and I'm only recapping to people that are just kind of tuning in now, watching the video. They'll be able to hear it and know what's going on, so I don't just start kind of sounding like I'm talking crazy.
Right.
And you had said like if Cole dropped tomorrow, he's still doing big numbers. So in
He's
response to
still right
that,
back
I
at
would
the
ask
forefront.
if Cole if you get let's say next Sunday, right? So a week from today, Drake, Kendrick, Cole, Big Sean, and who else are you gonna put in that class? Do you have anybody else? Meek? Would Meek be in that class?
Well, Meek ain't dropping.
All
Free
right, well,
Meek.
Meek's behind bars. But so you got Drake, Cole, Kendrick, and Big Sean. All four of them dropping an album next Sunday. Where does Cole fit in?
Those four. I mean, me personally, I'm definitely taking. I'm listening to Cole over Kendrick easily,
Okay,
and I'm listening to Cole over Big.
and I would agree. But I think we'd also like. I think for the purpose of this, like I said, in terms of falling off is a mainstream thing, not a personal thing. I probably got
So
Cole as my
yeah,
number
you
two
have to be
there as
like,
well. And honestly, in terms of albums, I probably have Cole as my number one. I think he's got more albums and projects that I mess with over the other ones. But in
right,
terms of mainstream, I think I think he gets third. I think he would still sell more than Big Sean, but I don't think he can touch Drake or Kendrick dropping the same day.
well, no, I mean, no. As far as sales, maybe not. But then it's you got to look at it too. But if he didn't kind of if with Cole being so, people might be more interested to hear him than. I mean, in the class is pop.
I say that last sentence didn't go through, yo.
Said Drake is still in a different class because Drake is pop.
That's true. So then, if would you consider? I don't even know if he was on like that. Would you consider someone like Crit falling off?
Oh. And his last album was dope. What album he just dropped? I liked it.
I did too. Or at least I didn't hear the whole thing because I know it was a double, right? That was the one that he just dropped.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I haven't gotten to listen to the whole thing. I think I've heard
Album.
4 or 5 songs from it, and like I fuck with Crit to begin with, but I guess I would say is like I don't think Crit is even recognized as like a mainstream rapper.
But then it's like a lot of these guys. it's like you got to take the biggest thing that, like, that perspective though, is just because it's more going on behind the scenes and shit like that that we don't that we don't usually get. A lot of times labels different people how they
Okay.
and I mean well because you figure this is from like off of Def Jam, well when he ended,
Mm-hmm.
but he ain't got that big, he ain't got the label backing him like that. So I mean, and it's like honestly, I feel like stream is only like when you a rapper's rapper, it's hard. It's it's only because it's like when you think about the type of stuff that Drake don't even know how we consider rapper's rapper. Because I
Yeah.
mean, he dropping a lot of the stuff he dropped might rapping might be. So it's like when you talking about niggas that's strictly rapping, who are we considering mainstream?
To
Because
me,
and
well,
like I
I think
said, being a fan of Drake, you can't. It's hard to it's hard to rap.
no, that's true. And I think as far as mainstream, like I think there really is like two classifications. Like so, there's. Would you say it's fair, or do you agree with the concept of like hip hop and rap are two different genres?
I can agree because
So it's like
I
because if you
think
go
this.
if you're gonna go rap, obviously you got like actual like rap is more like lyricist, storytelling, wordplay, stuff like that, and then hip hop is more so like Nelly, someone I would consider hip hop. Uh, obviously all these mumble niggas, I'm not gonna name all. Like you could be hip hop without being rap. Like they two different things.
Well, I think it would be the other way around.
You could be rap but not hip hop.
Yeah, because I think when you're talking about hip hop, I think that's when you going back to like the essence of where it all started and shit like that. So those are the guys. That's where I would consider like the guys that we talk about as being lyric shit like that. I feel like rap though, that's just like niggas that can just put words to classify like a lot of the average like Tiger, like somebody like Tiger, the rapper, because I mean he don't fall in the class of like the mumble rap niggas, but then it's like when you say oh pop, you ain't think as far as rapping, whatever,
No, that's fair.
right?
Okay. Um.
Yeah, he a rapper.
Yeah. No, that's fair. That's I can get behind that. Like I said, like I guess to me, like it doesn't matter so much, like whichever side. Like I said, I kind of think of it as more as like
I,
rap. To me, I
I
consider rap
definitely think they're separate though.
like lyricist and like storytelling stuff, whereas I consider hip hop. Hip hop to me is kind of like the overall thing. Like that's in hip hop. Like you have the culture, you got R&B is in there, you have um uh
See, but then it's like all separate. And I mean, it's like yeah, you got like the R&B hip hop, where it's kind of
because like I would consider like I'd consider R. Kelly and Chris Brown hip hop, but I wouldn't. But they're not rappers.
Chris Brown rapper.
You said what?
Definitely watched him. I definitely watched Chris Brown go on Hot 97 and rap better than a lot of these rappers.
All right, there you go. Then if you okay, so then
And I think that's where you could kind of make the argument, but then because you got a lot of the new age R&B motherfuckers, they rap, singing like a song, rapping and singing that. Who else rapping? So, my boy T-Pain.
Yo,
That's
T-Pain is
rap.
the most. I am like,
Uh,
I don't know why T-Pain got shafted the way he did. Like, T-Pain got completely pushed to the side and just like I don't get that shit. But
but then I don't know. His interview with the Breakfast Club, because I mean a lot of but then that's the thing when they don't explain it, when they don't explain to like what's going on and like that. But that's like he said. I mean, his Breakfast Club, he family too much, so that's why he just.
so your mic is cutting in and out, Joe.
I said T Pain was on the Breakfast Club, and he pretty much just stopped just because he was, because he was away from his family too much, and he had like that, so he just stepped away from the music because of that. A lot of times, from like we looking at it like all this, but then it's like we just really know all the shit that's going on.
Mm-hmm. Okay, because you actually thought us made me think of something a couple minutes ago when he was talking about Chris Brown rapping better than dudes. So this is obviously a complete hypothetical question. What album are you buying first? A Drake album that is only singing, or a Chris Brown album that's only rapping?
Drake album that's only.
I think I agree. I'm like low key
I
torn
mean, it's
about it because
because
I'm
it's
like,
like because you're like, all right, Drake got like classic R&B songs. So he got R&B songs that instead of like some classic R&B songs or whatever, like he had. Like he had Marvin's Room. He had of course had he had
Houston, Atlanta, Vegas.
yeah.
That's my shit still.
What all did I know? I know I said hold on, we're going home.
That's my shit as well.
Best I ever.
What you buying? Who you buying first? The Chris Brown album only rapping, or Trey Songz album only rapping?
You said a Chris Brown album only rapping or a Trey Songz album only rapping?
Yeah,
No, he said which would you buy first?
yeah. You buying Trey?
I don't know. I might have to go with my boy Breezy.
Trey's album was like if Trey released an album that was only rapping, you would only be allowed to play that shit in like certain areas because that'd be the most R-rated shit on the planet. Like Trey Songz is R-rated as fuck.
No, but yeah.
But like, yo, this nigga's a 90. Damn.
Until I start doing something. I'm gonna pause this on my.
Whew. This is actually kind of, and I think this is interesting comparing like who would sell more. If Hove and M both drop on the same day, not so for this one, not who would you necessarily do, but who you think is gonna sell more if M and Hove dropped on the same day.
Probably him. M is white people. I mean, Hov is white people famous too, but it's like Hov say a lot of shit they don't like. M do too, but I think M be just not away from him or giving him nothing as far as ability, but just as far as sales and everything go, I think. Mostly because number one, most black people don't want to buy shit. Black people cheap.
True shit. Not that I pirate music in any way, shape, or form. You know, I abide by the law and all of the music fees and whatnot. I don't want to incriminate myself on camera. Um, what is it? Who else is comparable that if they dropped on the same day? Shit. Let's say Joe and Royce drop on the same day. You think between the two of them they hit 200,000?
Yeah, I think so. And I think Joe might right now just because I feel like Joe is like the most famous he's been.
Yeah.
You know, enough niggas is like because I think with the fact now enough people are kind of acting like damn this nigga can actually rap because he got so many interviews where like a lot of these people coming up there saying like oh, Joe but he could out rap whoever and I got fans back and listening like damn this nigga nice. And I think he just at that point to where this is, like I said, the most famous he probably ever been. Which I mean, shit, it's a win for either one of them niggas because they both, yeah, you know.
Yeah. This nigga that just walked by me on 2K looks like Joe Budden. Um. I so exclude. I think the only dude you gotta really exclude is Kendrick. Exclude Kendrick. Drake and everybody else drop. Drake versus the field.
Drake,
Like,
who you say Drake versus?
and then exclude like J, M, Nas, like a lot of the old, like the
What
old
you
heads, I
asking? Who
guess.
would sell the most?
Yeah, Drake versus the field. Everybody else sell more than Drake, or Drake by his damn self sell the most.
And by everybody else, are you saying like the rappers like who?
Just everybody. Like I said, only one who I'm excluding from this list is I'm not counting Kendrick. I'm not counting like Hove, Nas, M. Um, basically anybody who's let's say two. What's the last 10 years? So 2007, basically 2007 until now.
I could give you this answer. I feel like 50 was still hot in 2007. Kanye was still smoking in 2007. So I
Yeah,
mean,
no,
you got niggas like Wayne was still smoking in 2007.
yeah,
Like I think them niggas in 2007 versus Drake right now, Drake might not make it. He might. I mean, as far as themselves, it ain't gonna be. I don't think it's gonna be no clear, no clear win for Drake or nothing like that.
I'd say yeah. If we
Especially
count,
2007. You talking about 2007 Wayne? Yeah, it's
I mean technically, what is it? Now, obviously, like it's different now because like he gets streams or Wayne didn't get streams like that back then. But it's like shit if because '07 Wayne that's Carter 3 Wayne, right? No,
uh,
or is Carter 3? Where's Carter 3?
mind you, if we want to go back to '04, we know Drake gonna lose because no in '04. So you know,
Hold on, wait. I didn't catch that last line yet. You said if we want to go back to '04, what?
Nelly went diamond.
Yeah, Nelly's in his own class. That's what the hell. The Carter 3. What year was that?
The Carter 3 was that '08?
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, '08. Okay, because that's Wayne's best-selling album. Yeah, no, he's not. Okay. Yeah, no, because if you count winning them, Drake's not doing that. If there you go. If 50 and Wayne drop on the same day, like we'll take that Prime, obviously, because they're not doing the same numbers now. But Prime Wayne versus Prime 50, who's selling more?
Probably 50.
I agree.
Probably 50. It'll be hard to go.
Yeah, no, I don't doubt 50 Cent. Like, if you ask me who gonna sell more on the same day, Prime 50 or Prime Hove, I'm taking 50.
Anybody.
Like 50
Yeah, like Prime
is
50 versus anybody.
50 is a unique nigga, yo. Like,
The only nigga that's probably gonna outsell Prime 50.
you said, well, you said only nigga to sell at 50 is who?
That's gonna Prime 50. Eminem.
See, that's not even fair. 50's not like 50 wouldn't even compete with niggas have such high respect for him. Like, and not that they shouldn't, but it's like anybody that's affiliated with Shady, like they wouldn't even like if M came out and was like, oh, I'm gonna change my album date to this date, and it's like, oh, well, I was gonna drop on that date, they'd move their shit back. Like them niggas won't even kinda speak badly about them.
Oh, you got it, Greg. Good boy, good boy. You got that. Good shot. Come on. Getting back on defense. Come on now. Good shot.
What else? I think that's pretty much. I just had to get like that one comment about. I think the main thing was just
DJ
talking
fashion.
about the the falling off.
Give me that. Wow, I can't make a shot. Good put back.
But yeah. Alright though. We'll be back at this shit tomorrow. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. I ain't got no outro for y'all. Fuck y'all.
Pretty much.